Video opens with a shot of a vast, desolate, and snowy landscape in the Ural Mountains at dusk. The wind howls. What you're seeing is not the set of a horror movie. It's a real place, shrouded in a mystery that has baffled investigators for over 60 years. In the winter of 1959, something terrifying happened here that caused 9 experienced hikers to flee their only shelter in the middle of the night. Running to their deaths in the freezing wilderness, the tent was discovered, ripped open, not from the outside, but from within. Footprints led away from the camp, telling a story of pure, unadulterated panic. But what could have possibly caused it? Vintage-style photos of the smiling hikers appear on screen. The group, led by the experienced Igor Dyatlov, was composed of students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnical Institute. They were all seasoned skiers and mountaineers, embarking on a challenging expedition to a peak known by the local Mansi people as Kholat Syakhl, or Dead Mountain. On February the 1st, they set up their final campsite on the mountain's frozen slope. They were never heard from again. Weeks later, when a search party finally reached the abandoned camp, they were met with a scene of chilling silence. The tent was empty, their belongings left behind, and a sense of profound wrongness hung in the air. Quick cuts of bizarre and unsettling imagery. A body in the snow, a shadowy figure, glowing orbs in the sky, silhouettes of soldiers. The discoveries that followed only deepened the mystery. The first bodies were found scattered down the slope, almost a mile from the tent. They were partially clothed, some wearing only their underwear. Despite the sub-zero temperatures, the last 4 hikers, found months later in a ravine, had suffered catastrophic internal injuries, crushed ribs and fractured skulls, yet they had no external wounds, as if they had been squeezed by an immense, invisible force. The strange circumstances fueled a storm of speculation. Was it a Yeti attack? An encounter with a UFO? Or perhaps a secret military weapons test gone horribly wrong? For decades, the truth remained buried under the snow. A 3D animation appears, showing a cross-section of the snowpack on a slope. A crack forms, and a large block of snow slides downward. However, recent scientific analysis has offered a more grounded, yet no less terrifying explanation. The most likely culprit was a rare and delayed slab avalanche. A slab of heavy compacted snow could have slid down onto the tent, not burying it, but crushing it with immense force. This would explain the severe internal injuries and why the hikers, trapped and injured inside the flattened tent, had to cut their way out, disoriented, panicked, and suffering from concussions in the pitch-black, freezing night. They stumbled away from the perceived danger, tragically succumbing to hypothermia. The scene returns to a somber, present-day shot of the Dyatlov Pass. The camera slowly zooms in on a memorial stone bearing the hikers' names. We now have a plausible scientific theory that fits the evidence, one that replaces monsters and aliens with the terrifying power of nature itself. The slab avalanche explains the injuries, the ripped tent, and the desperate flight into the cold. And yet, as the wind continues to howl across this empty pass, a haunting question remains. Even with a scientific answer, can we ever truly comprehend the final, terrifying moments of the 9 souls who were lost on Dead Mountain? The story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most frightening mysteries are the ones to which we think we have the answer.